From the studios here at CATV6 and RobinHoodRadio.com, welcome once again to, what does the sign say? Oh yeah, Simply Sports, yes. My name is Andy Williams. Thank you once again for tuning in. September the 25th, 2019. I can't believe it's already September already, but before I begin, a little piece of business. I want to send my congratulations to my youngest sister, Megan. She is now engaged. She got engaged on Hammonasset Beach to her longtime boyfriend, Garrett Foley. So congratulations to the both of them. And also, too, a happy belated birthday to my sister Megan as well. Also, another person who got engaged, another good friend of mine, Corey Hassig, got engaged to Jacob Foley. So I guess we're going to have a great big Foley wedding party, which I can't wait for. So congratulations to both my sister Megan and my good friend Corey Hassig to get married, or engaged to be married to both Garrett and Jacob Foley. If you want to get a hold of me on the live line, 860-824-4200, 860-824-4200. This might be a little bit shorter of a show than the half hour, but I'm doing that on purpose because I'm doing an hour show this Saturday, and I'm going to be having a very special guest in this chair right next to me, even though the television cannot see it. And I am going to have the one, the only Housatonic graduate and professional baseball player, Willie Yan, as my special guest this Saturday night at 7 o'clock. He will be on the full hour with me, and we're going to be talking baseball. We're going to be talking about his career and the state of baseball. You know, how far baseball has come along in the last 10, 15, 20 years. And we're pretty much going to be talking, a lot of baseball, and also the playoffs upcoming. There's still races to be had, and that's why I'm not going to be going over baseball actually not at all. I'm not going to be going over baseball at all today. We're going to save all that for Willie and this Saturday night show. So you got that to look forward to. And I've gotten a very positive feedback, not just in public, but also on social media for when Willie comes on. So if you want to call in Saturday night, please, please, please do so. And Willie, he's a great man. He's a great baseball player. He's an old school baseball player also. So it's going to be a great conversation with him on Saturday night, and a great interview. Do not miss it Saturday night. Okay. But enough about Saturday. Let's talk about today. Let's talk about Wednesday. We're going to start locally. Oh, and before I mention it, and I'm going to pull it up right here as well. Actually, first I'm going to start with who, excuse me. I'm going to start with Housatonic Athletics. Hoosie Boys Soccer, they split wins and losses, 1 win, 1 loss this past week. They defeated Gilbert last night 3-2. They lost at Litchfield, the powerhouse Litchfield boys soccer team, 6-0. They have 2 upcoming games. They're at Thomaston on Friday, and they're also at home against Thomaston, or at home against Chappaq, on Tuesday. The girls' soccer team continues to roll. They beat Gilbert 6-1. upping their record to 3-0. And I'm still trying to find this upcoming event. Well, basically, and they're home. They are home for North. They have 3 games coming up this upcoming week. They're home for Northwestern this Thursday, tomorrow. Home for Thomaston on Friday, and then at Chippewa on Tuesday. There is a 10K. Also, I'm going to stray away from Hoosie for just a minute. There is a big event in Salisbury, and that is coming up on October the 5th. I just lost it. Doggone it. Just lost it. Where did it go? I got to dig it up again. The magic of live TV, folks. Let's see. Come on, where is it? Can't find it. Anyway. Hoosie Volleyball, speaking of my younger sister, Megan, she and her volleyball team picked up their first win of the year. They defeated Colby Cathedral 3-1. However, they lost to Nonawag and Mount Everett. So their record right now is 1-4. Upcoming games for both teams. They are at Holy Cross on actually tomorrow, and then at Dover on Friday. The football team, MCW United, lost to Cheney Tech 45-0. And they have an upcoming game 2 weeks from this Saturday at home against Thames River. Good luck to all Housatonic athletics moving forward. On to poker. And yes, I delve into the poker world because I am a gambler and I like playing cards. The Borgata Poker Open happened in Atlantic City, the WPT $3,500 buy-in main event. Excuse me. And Donald Maloney defeated a field of over 1,000 players to take home the $616,000 first place prize. In the final 6, he beat Uke Dowdy, Kevin Albers, David Farah, Jerry Marr, and former and past WPT champion, actually down at Foxwoods, Victor Ramden. So congratulations to Donald. Apparently he's a regular at the Borgata Casino, plays cash games on the regular, so win this tournament, a WPT championship. Congratulations to Donald Maloney. College football. I did great finally. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this thing. 5-0. A couple miracle covers brought my record from 6-9 to 11-9. So now I'm back. I got a winning record in both college and the pros. However, college, I only pick 5 games, and the 5 games are against the spread. The pros, I do money line and just basically just pick winners straight up. But anyway, the 5 games I'm looking at this week. Penn State versus Maryland. Penn State giving Maryland 6.5 this week. I don't think that should be a problem. I think Penn State is good. They're undefeated. Yeah, they're traveling to Maryland. Penn State has had trouble on the road against Maryland in the past, but I think that they shouldn't have a problem covering the 6.5. Auburn taking on Mississippi State at home. Auburn giving Mississippi State 10.5. I think Auburn shouldn't have a problem covering that. Mississippi State, I don't think, is really that good. Auburn has proven that they can win in very tough situations. Oregon and at A&M, like they did last week. called that one. A tough game also as well this week. Kansas State versus Oklahoma State. Kansas State getting 4.5. Kansas State cracking the top 25 for the first time in a very long time. Taking on an Oklahoma State team that knows how to put up points and loves to play the close game. Oklahoma State at home. However, I do like Kansas State getting the 4.5. And even if they don't win, even if they lose by a field goal, I still like Kansas State getting plus 4.5 in this. Ohio State traveling to Nebraska for a Big Ten battle. Ohio State giving 17.5 to Nebraska. Nebraska's really erratic. Don't like Nebraska very much. I think Ohio State should not have a problem covering this spread. And then the really late game, Washington State, excuse me, the Cougars taking on the Utes out in Mormon country. Utah giving 5.5 to Washington State. Mike Leach offense, they know how to put up points, but so does Utah. And Utah in the thin air, much like Denver in the thin air. I like Utah covering 5.5 here. So those are my college football picks for this week. I'm 11-9, coming off a perfect week. So we'll see if the good times continue to roll. Now to the NFL. And yes, we are going to talk about, once again, Antonio F. Brown. Well, that didn't last too long, did it? They should name, there's a couple names that we can associate Antonio Brown with. The Patriots, How to Lose a Wide Receiver. We could name this movie How to Lose a Wide Receiver in 10 Days. We could name it How to Lose $9 million in 10 Days. And now Antonio Brown has said he is no longer going to be playing football in the NFL. He is officially retired after being released from the Patriots. So he had 3 really cushy jobs in Pittsburgh, in Oakland, and in New England. He was not happy in any one of those places. And amidst all the sexual allegations against him. And within the span of about 3 weeks, he had roughly about between $35 and $40 million of guaranteed money. Gone. All gone. I know the $9 million in New England, but yeah, he had between $25 and $30 million guaranteed out in Oakland. Now that's gone. So, and now, all of a sudden, Antonio Brown, this piece of news, he now is going to be re-enrolling at Central Michigan University. So what? So now he's going to be playing college football now? Doesn't make sense to me. My money is this. If I'm a betting man, which I am, you will see not only Antonio Brown, but you will also see one Colin Kaepernick. In 2020, you will see them both in the XFL. I can guarantee it. 100%. And don't be surprised if you see Andrew Luck there too as a quarterback. I wouldn't even be surprised if the three of them even played together. So, that's how I come down on the whole Antonio Brown thing. All Antonio Brown had to do was shut his mouth and just play football. Could he do that? No, because his ego is way out here. It's bigger than the television screen. It's not this big, it's that big. So, anywho. The Patriots look unstoppable. Doesn't matter who you trot out there. Just don't trot out your backup quarterback, whatever you do. They're up 30-0. They trot their backup quarterback out, and he throws a pick six. Where does the backup quarterback go? Back to your seat. Bring Tom back in. Oh, my goodness. Kansas City versus Baltimore. My goodness, that was a very entertaining ball game. What you saw there was basically two quarterbacks of the future between Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. Kansas City winning the game. Patrick Mahomes surrounded by more than Lamar Jackson is. Plus, you get to see Patrick Mahomes. He's turning more and more like a Steph Curry. Like Steph Curry is in basketball. You're seeing Patrick Mahomes be that as a quarterback in the NFL. The throws he makes on the run, the way he runs the football, the grit, the determination. He looks like Steph Curry. He does. So just keep that in mind when you're watching Patrick Mahomes play football. Very interesting stat, too. The best division in football, the NFC North? Really? Green Bay undefeated. Detroit unbeaten, 2-0-1. Minnesota 2-1. Who am I missing? Chicago 2-1. Interesting. So right now, you're looking at a division in which pretty much anything and everything will happen. And they have the possibility of sending 3 teams out of that division. Because the NFC East, you're only going to have one team. Same with the South. Probably same with the West, because I think the Niners are going to fall off. But the North is very competitive. There's a lot of defense. But again, we're only 3 weeks into the season. A lot can happen. Injuries do happen. So, stay tuned to that. Okay. I went 11-5 over the past Sorry, folks. Hang on 1 minute. I'm still trying to pull this event up. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is it. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Stand by. I think we got it. Here it is. Okay, so there is a new race going on in Salisbury. It's going to be happening October the 5th. No, on October the 20th, excuse me. There is a 5K and a 10K race. It is called the Salisbury Beast. The race starts at the town hall in Salisbury. And basically they are going to be racing right along the road on top of, oh, what is the road? Shoot. I should know my way around Salisbury because I've lived here for 31 years. But it's the road that leads all the way down past the elementary school. I know it goes down Lincoln City and then out through 44. Maybe my producer Mike can give me a hand with it. You have no clue. Okay, fair enough.
I just live around here and I drive on the roads.
Yeah, same here. So basically there's going to be a 5K race and a 10K race. And it all goes down on October the 20th. I believe the race starts at, I'm pulling up the website right now. This is a fundraiser for local youth development. This programming for local youths focuses on art making and adventure sporting. And it also, the aim always is to prevent drug and alcohol overdose and to interrupt the cycles of addiction. Many sponsors to this, of course. So October the 20th, a 10K race starting at the town hall. I will have more details when they are available to me, but that's what I have right now, October 20th, 5K and 10K. Again, I apologize for a little bit of the confusion earlier on and right now, but again, thus the technologies and them's the breaks that I get on live television. So, moving forward, I went 11-5 this week in my NFL picks. That improves me to 33-14-1 on the season. That, in case you're scoring at home, is a 68.8% winning percentage, which ain't bad. I could be better, but what are you going to do? I'm not perfect. So we're going to start Thursday night. Philadelphia traveling to Green Bay. How the heck did Philadelphia lose to Detroit at home? That's a horrible loss. And now they travel to arguably the number one defense in the NFL in Green Bay. Philadelphia 1-3? Really? Green Bay wins this game on Thursday night. Tennessee versus Atlanta, two teams that we all know what we thought they were. Tennessee trying to pump themselves up after that 43-14 week one win. They're not that good. Atlanta wins at home. Battle of the undefeateds, Patriots against Buffalo. Do you really think in your right mind that Buffalo is going to go 4-0 at the end of this game? Come on, people, get with it. Buffalo has played nobody. They've played the Jets, they've played the Giants, and they played the Bungles. Now they play a real team in New England. 4-0? Absolutely not. Patriots, big. Kansas City traveling to Detroit. Battle of two unbeaten teams. Is Detroit going to be 3-0-1 after this game? Don't think so. Patrick Mahomes on a fast surface? Give me that all day. Kansas City wins. Oakland traveling to Indianapolis. This is a West Coast team traveling to the Midwest, but they're traveling to play a 1 o'clock game. I think Indy is very underrated as a team. And I have Indianapolis winning fairly comfortably in this game. The Chargers traveling to Miami. This has trap game written all over it. Miami, arguably the worst team in football, could be the worst team in history. The Chargers, again, West Coast team traveling east for a 1 o'clock game. I'm going to pick the Chargers, but again, I would not be surprised if Miami pulled an upset. Washington taking on the Giants. Okay, I'll eat crow. Daniel Jones is a lot better than we thought. Great debut. But with one good thing comes with the Giants, there's one bad. Saquon Barkley, he's out 4 to 8 weeks with a high ankle sprain. In order to be a really good team, you got to have a running game last time I checked, and you also need a defense. Those are the 3 things to win. They don't have 2 of them. Washington looks god-awful. Don't be surprised if Case Keenum gets a quick hook here in this game, and they go to the kid from Ohio State. If that happens, I think Washington wins this game. I'm going to pick Washington in an upset over the Giants. Cleveland taking on Baltimore. I think Cleveland is bad. I think they're dysfunctional, and they stink. I think Baltimore wins. Carolina versus Houston. Carolina without Cam Newton again. Saw a lot of Deshaun Watson last game. Houston wins big. Tampa Bay travels out west, take on the Rams. The Rams are right in step, one of the best teams in the NFL. I see the Rams winning big. Seattle traveling to the desert. Seattle got absolutely embarrassed at home by the Drew Breesless Saints. I see them bouncing back against Arizona. Minnesota traveling to Chicago for a 4 o'clock tilt. Chicago is favored in this game, yes. Their defense, yes, very good. However, I do see an upset here. And I see Minnesota winning this game. I'm not sold on Chicago's offense. Not. Minnesota wins this game. Jacksonville taking on Denver in kind of a yawning festival game. I see Denver winning that game. Sunday Night Football, Dallas taking on the Saints. I see Dallas winning this game. I see the defense coming through, and I see the Saints beginning to drop back just a little bit. We saw a lot with the Saints. I think they'll be okay, but if they ride it out to 4-4 when Drew Brees comes back, they'll be fine. Monday night game, 2 winless teams go. Monday night, really? Cincinnati against Pittsburgh? 0-3 versus 0-3? Pittsburgh wins this game handily. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in to Simply Sports on a Wednesday, September the 25th. Make sure you watch me live every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. The re-air on CATV6 at 7 o'clock and 11 o'clock. We are on YouTube as well. Make sure you like and subscribe to the page on YouTube and share with everyone. Simply Sports with Andy Williams. Do not forget Saturday night, 7 o'clock, in this chair right next to me, Willie Yan, professional baseball player. And for Michael Flint, Marshall Miles, Brian Oler, thank you very much for tuning in to Simply Sports. And 1, 4, 3.